Inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Rosen will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
On first down, Love. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 3 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. And
Where's
we're
my
going to get
kicker?
a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen taking a shot for Samuel, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rosen looking to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
throwing to start the drive. Love. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Rosen. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Open man is Higgins. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. On 1st down, Benjamin. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Love. This pass complete to Higgins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talk about.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Love. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but
you don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen is going to find his running back. It's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
Yeah, what else for that score, so he won't quit?
It's been a nightmare season.
This nigga's
well
some
under
shit.
500, your defense hasn't really kept
I'm not even trying to play no more than I want to quit.
To the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
And an alley to run. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Shit, that's center. I mean, that fucking middle man.
Go down. They sack him back at the 42. Dean Lowry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now this one complete on the slant route. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it.
Ooh, Keegan, you bitch-ass nigga.
Only his.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On 4th down, Love. The open man is Smith. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Love. Out left, he's got it to Everett. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
From the red zone now, they look to throw.
That's my bad.
This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Forced out to his left.
You can't get there.
Tackled down at the 1. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him.
Chica, you bitch.
He's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about
under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass.
Oh, it's going to throw it over top of his head. No homo. Oh.
Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
Bitch ass nigga, you supposed to. I saw him right there. I thought he was gonna throw it over top of his head.
Late in this first half.
That was gay as fuck.
The intended target. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Fuck you, man.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
I don't know why when I play this thing, I can't run the ball.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake. Love. They'll buy some time right. Got his man on the comebacker. It's Collier. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Throwing on first down. Love. Throw left side to Higgins. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down now. Benjamin. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Right there. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Go, run.
Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm just chuckling a little bit because I remember my days playing, and if I had a receiver that was 3 inches taller than me and couldn't complete that play, my confidence was really going to rise at that point. I was going to feel really good about myself if I could let him know it too.
Man, that's the difference between those two guys. 3 inches of height, but hey, good job defensively to break it free. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
I ain't got nothing on. I ain't got X-Factors and nothing on offense, man. I need some superstars or something on the offense. My offense be dry as shit.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's
If he ain't leaving the ball back in the block, I'm coming. But
now you add 2 more to his total.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. Going long here for Wallace. And
no, I didn't mean to do
going to be
that.
incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Fuck, I didn't want to do that shit.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Complete. Smith has it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit.
Sweet little boy.
Inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 17 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They will start the drive with Scarlett. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Quincy Wilson in on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go.
They turn to Scarlett again. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Rosen.
Ooh.
Completes it to Samuel. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Ooh, boy.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On first down, it's Rosen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Panthers.
Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Target.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Marcus Davenport. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
58, boys, 58.
Now Rosen.
Oh, shit.
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? Looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Why is he running? I'm supposed to run. I'm trying to run, goddamn.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes right side.
That's that RPO shit. I'm trying to run.
A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now.
Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Oh, man, that was my pick.
Looking. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Rosen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Get him, boy. 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again, it's Rosen.
Hey, he's smoking the shit out of
And
him.
he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down.
I was switched,
But
but
congratulations,
he
you're
too tall to
still
check
fighting,
on.
and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play.
I had to do that.
All the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out. But for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes